It's just a beautiful venue, really intimate, excellent beer and excellent food, and really incredible music.
I absolutely love their quirky and intimate vibe.
The musicians love the place, and so the audience love it as well.
Okay, so we're in the music.
Yeah. Everyone thinks we're a couple. I don't know why. You know.
We've been best friends since school, so we'd always talk about how amazing it would be to have a venue, the kind of venue that we'd like to hang out.
Yeah.
The kind of place where we'd like to go to listen to music.
Well, it reminds me a bit of playing at the Bluebird in Nashville. There's not much separation between the audience and the person who's singing, which is a really cool thing for the performer as well as the audience, I think. And it sounds really good too.
We have a bit of a philosophy here that I've tried to create. My favourite moments of Green Note are when you forget there's anything between you and the musicians. And when you kind of break down that barrier between the performer and the audience, something really magical can happen in the room, and that's where we get our atmosphere from. It's a real pleasure to see a lot of the musicians come through here go on to bigger and better things. Sometimes they get a little bit too big to come back to our little tiny room that we love so much, but quite often they come back anyway and just don't tell that many people about it. It's a great feeling to feel like you've been a part of that journey to that kind of success.
There are plenty of things about the Green Note that make it exceptionally special as a venue, and not least the two women, Amy and Risa, that run it. Everything that they do seems to be done very gracefully and very effortlessly. You know, all the way from DIY to the big decisions, they're doing it all themselves.
We wanted to create a scene, bring a community to us, and there is a scene out there. I think we've tapped into it, but also created it as well.
This is not a business you do for the business side of it.
You've got to do it for the love of it.
For the love of it.
You just feel amazing vibrations. You just feel great when you're here. It's actually very, very rare, I find, in London to be at a place with so much heart.
Good evening and welcome. It's Friday, it's 8 p.m. and we've got a really exciting lineup for you tonight on this, the 61st episode of Virtually Green Note. My name is Christina and I will be your host for the show tonight. Our first artist's unique blend of ambient melancholy-folk is brimming with introspective lyrics and soaring melodies, and has earned her a dedicated fan base throughout the world. Not to mention Alison Krauss, who recorded 2 of her songs herself. Often categorized as an Americana singer-songwriter, her palette extends beyond the traditional sound and at times ventures into electronic territory. Broadcasting from Nashville tonight, it's Angel Snow.
Hi.
Hi, Angel. How are you doing?
I'm so excited to be here tonight. I wish that I was in Camden right now, but I'm okay to be here with you guys, so...
Well, we're really happy to have you.
Thank you.
Great. Our next artist is a Colorado-based storyteller whose sound reflects a good dose of lifetime experiences and hard-earned wisdom. His cinematic narratives focus on work, family, and the forgotten members of society. And with an old acoustic guitar and a wonderful weathered voice, he breathes life into the characters he creates on paper. Broadcasting from Durango, Colorado, it's Thom Chacon.
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks
Hi, Thom.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us a place to share our songs. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm very excited for tonight. Let's get our final artist tonight. Our final artist has been heralded as one of the leading voices of the new generation of American folk singers. Her latest record, Me and the Ghost of Charlemagne, captures her at her most honest, with sparsely decorated songs that double down on her larger-than-life voice and detail-rich songwriting. Broadcasting from Nashville 2 tonight, it's AMY SPEACE.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
How you guys doing? Got all of you here now.
We're good. We're good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel a little bit of nerves. Is everyone
Well,
relax? It's probably the tension of the day.
There's this thing going on in our country.
Yeah.
Don't mention
Just a
it.
small thing.
In our defense, I think we're all thinking about the election.
Yeah.
Actually, I know.
Well,
I know we
hopefully
are. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully this will be a bit of a welcome distraction for everyone.
Oh, this is
Definitely.
great.
It already
Yeah.
is. It definitely is.
Great for anyone who is listening in for the first time tonight. The Virtually Green Note shows take the form of a writer's round. What that means is each artist will take it in turns to perform a song or maybe a cover of their choice. In between songs, we will hopefully get to hear a little bit about the ideas behind them. We'll do 2 rounds of that, and then we will take a little interval, quick break in the middle for our artists to grab a drink if they need, and then we will do it again a couple more times. Does everyone feel ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Great. I think, Angel, you're kicking off the show for us tonight.
Great. I'm going to play a song called Photographs. This is one that I wrote about 10 years ago, and it's just essentially about memories. So hope you enjoy it. Once I was young enough to care about all the things you said. I was standing right there. Once I was older than you now. Photographs have a lot to say, but they don't know how. They don't know. And tell them all that you're feeling just fine. Loosen up your color from the words that fit. The memory over your life will own the most of it. So get on out of my head. I can't lie, tie the thread. Who am I? Once we were lost in this nowhere scene. The lines we had to learn, we read them in between. Looking at this picture, black and white, the memory just keep holding on to prolong this fight. So get on out of my head. I can't lie, tie the thread. Who am I to have that right? Got your photographs on my mind tonight. I got your photographs on my mind, on my mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't heard you sing in so long, Angel. You're only like 10 minutes away from me.
I
It's
know,
so good to
Amy. I was
see
so
you.
excited to see you too, and I miss us touring together. And
oh my God, we laughed so hard on that tour. Yeah,
I know.
Angel, great tune. Love your voice.
Thanks,
super,
Tom.
Super.
I was singing along. I was singing harmony back here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to sing whatever you feel like, because your voice is magnificent. So I'm excited to hear you guys. Tom, I haven't heard you live before, but
yeah, me neither. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, so I know all of us are, missing playing live, and for me, the traveling part of all that is so much fun, and I know we all get some of our song ideas from being on tour, but I suppose this is the next best thing, and just so thankful that the Green Note is putting this together, and they're doing this 2 days a week and filling that void for us. So thank you to the Green Note. I'm gonna play a song kind of in some troubled times here. This one's called Troubled Soul. I played at Folsom Prison back in 2004, on July 4th, actually, Independence Day of all days. Which, if you're a songwriter and you go in and you play at a place like that, there were 350 inmates that we were able to entertain for a couple of hours. But what you don't forget is the look in their eyes, this look of survival that they have. And it reminds you that you never want to end up in a place like that. So I wrote a song about those fellas, for those fellas. Had a dream last night that I was free. I was standing on a hill staring out at the sea. Now I'm back in this cage just like before. No light, no hope, just a cold steel door. Troubled soul, my troubled soul. Lord, shine a light on my eyes of coal. Lift me up above these granite walls. Deliver me from my troubled soul. I saw some hate, so I grew up mean. For a fistful of cash, I do it quick, I do it clean. Don't know my dad, never heard his name. From what I hear, we're pretty much the same. Troubled soul, my troubled soul. Lord, shine a light on my eyes of coal. Lift me up above these granite walls. Deliver me, Lord, from my troubled soul. Another lonely night in the cold hard clink. Nothing to do but count the days and think. Got a ramshackled mind, faded tattoos, and I'm lying here with the reformatory blues. Troubled soul, my troubled soul. Lord, shine a light on my eyes of coal. Lift me up above these granite walls. Deliver me, Lord, from my troubled soul. And free my body from my troubled soul.
Sounds all right? Okay. Yeah.
Got the prison blues on here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you got the voice for
well,
a prison
thank you.
song too. Whoa, so much.
Tom, Folsom Prison.
Yeah, it was insane. It was
got to
insane.
experience Folsom.
It was totally insane. And I had the opportunity I guess, the unique opportunity to play that gig. And I think from what I heard, the warden at the time liked the subject matter of my songs, and that's why we got the show. But yeah, it was a profound experience.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not many people get to do that and follow in Johnny's footsteps.
Well,
So-
you know, that was one of the big reasons I signed on to do it. I think Metallica went in there once too. So
Yeah. That's cool.
Well, it was a beautiful song.
Yeah, beautiful.
well, thank you. And Amy, you know, I'm a fan. Looking forward to hearing a song from you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, I get to follow my two amazing artists. I'm watching the chat go down, and I get to see that Jim Hastings is here, who I think I've met. Gary's here. Andrew, you're here. And my friend Rich Hansen from Boston logged on, so it's good to see people chatting away. I'm going to do... my grandfather was a sailor. He was the captain of the SS Allegheny. That was a merchant miners ship that once World War II broke out, they took all the ships for the Navy. So it was a middle-class ferry passage from Boston down to Miami and back. And so growing up, I always had a lot of ships and a lot of ocean images in my songs, because I was born in Baltimore, Maryland. We spent all of our summers on the Atlantic Ocean. So I live in Nashville, nowhere near an ocean, but I think the ocean is in my rhythm. Said the sea to the shore when the evening tide came in, I am here to tell you tales of where I've been. And to shells I whispered my love songs in secret rhyme, and left them at your door for you to find. Tempered the force of my waves when your gods would roar, and took care of the ships full of men that you sent off to war. And I've longed for you for so long, said the sea to the shore. Said the shore to the sea, you left me here too long. I was promised to the moon while you were gone. He waited until the brightest night to demand my hand under his fullest light, and promised he'd always stay and watch over me. Oh, why did you wait till now, said the shore to the sea. Said the sea to the shore, I swore that I'd return. And here I am with all that I have learned. I can hold you now with arms of foam and spray, touching you at the coming of dusk and the breaking of day, smoothing out the folds on every stone. Said the sea to the shore, don't leave me here alone. Said the shore to the sea, you said all these things before, and I tell you I can't hear them anymore. Oh, there was a time once I'd have given in. I'd hear your savage white caps rolling in. Your troughs would come up slow beneath my chin, and your mists would kiss me softly on my skin, leaving salty trails where I've been, and my legs would give out in your undertow. Oh, but see, that was a long, long time ago. So the sea took one last look and turned away, and the shore was more than strong enough to stay. castles melted back unto the sand. Driftwood drifted up unto the land. Rocks rose up proud and shiny skin, and shells began their gossiping again.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Thank you guys. Thank you. It's old now. It feels like I just wrote it yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's pretty old now. You were saying you wrote Photograph 10 years ago. I think I wrote Seeing the Shore in 2013, so that's 7 years ago.
Well, I mean, it just takes me to a place. Beautiful song.
Great song, great words, and
Yeah.
the visual, you know,
Yeah.
is really killer.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Profound.
trying to do as songwriters, right? Good job, amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I was there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's
Oh,
all these
right.
people saying hi. So many people saying hi to you, Angel.
I can't. So
I'll translate for you. You've got John Marshall saying hi.
Oh,
Somebody
hey,
at the-
John.
and somebody, I think Jim Hastings is here for you. I'll go back. I'll tell you who's saying hi. Hi from Stockport. That's Ann Wilson. This is great. I love it when people chat on these things. Yeah.
Thanks for
Oh,
saying
there
hi,
it is.
guys. We're so happy that you're here with
Yeah.
us.
Cool.
Wish we could see you in person.
I know.
One of our faces.
What's the last tour you guys did before this whole thing shut down? Where were you last?
Well, I was supposed to get on a plane to go tour in Italy on March 2nd. If you can imagine the timing of northern Italy when all that happened. My booking agent Andrea called me, I think on February 27th, and said, have you heard of something called the coronavirus? And I thought, yeah, I've heard of it, but tell me more. He said, look, I don't think you want to get on the plane because not only are they canceling your shows, but I know your second child is going to, the due date is early April. So I think if you came and tried to pull off this tour, you might not be able to get home. And sure enough, he saved me from missing the birth of my daughter. So that's what I was supposed to do before. I don't know, Angel, what was your last?
Well, I had just gotten back from the UK. I guess that was in December, January, and then February, March. I was just writing, and then it was March, right, when everything started.
March 2nd is when
April?
it was right after our tornado.
Yeah. Wow. I'm literally within a week.
Yeah, it was a week.
Yeah,
after the
Nashville just
tornado.
got hit hard. Yeah. One thing after the next. But I really thought it was gonna things were gonna start getting back to normal, after about a week of this thing. It was just like it's all gonna be fine. So and that was just not the case. So the quarantine was, I just thought that was something of the past. I didn't know I would be experiencing something like that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's pretty insane. And
Amy, you guys have been in Hendersonville for a while. Is that what you said?
We moved out to Hendersonville, Tennessee when my son Huck was born.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So you experienced coronavirus. I mean, you were out there.
I was in the UK. Actually, was my last big tour. I was
really?
Yeah, I saw Emmy and Reese the last time I was out on the road for the Americana UK awards and the conference, and then I had a 3-week tour all through England and Wales.
Oh, wow.
And then came home and tornado, and then it all shut down. But yeah, we've been out here in Hendersonville pretty holed up because I do have a 2-year-old, and our help are my in-laws, and they're pretty immune compromised. So we've been really, really careful and staying in. Yeah.
Hooray for the in-laws. I have
I know.
I have a great situation like that too, and they're a big help when it comes to the kids. That's for sure. God bless
Hey, Angel,
them.
before you play your next song, I'm going to let you know that Tom Hamulka said hi, and somebody else, Andrew Newis, says hi, and Jay DuPont says hi, Angel.
Hey guys. Hi, I'm so glad you're here.
And
I'm doing the best I
Bonnie,
can to hear everybody.
Bonnie Brogan. Hi, Bonnie. I just saw your note there. And I'm glad I stayed home. She says, glad you stayed home from your Italy tour and didn't get stuck. But not that Italy would be a bad place to get stuck, but thanks, Bonnie, and hope to see you soon. Angel.
Yes.
Let's hear one.
Let's hear
okay,
a beautiful
great.
song.
So I'm going to play a song. This is a newer song I released this a couple months ago. This is called Halo. This song is essentially about my spiritual path and just where I am currently in my life, and trying to focus on that and trusting in that. So I haven't played this song live yet, so this is my first time. And this is also just to remind you guys, I have not experienced these virtual shows too often. I've had one other one that I did a few months ago, but so if things sound a little off or just a little wobbly, that's just, I'm a rookie. So anyway, this song is called Halo. In my youth, I was so easily convicted by the jury in my head. I was told it was a sin to live life unscripted. Now I improvise instead. Harking back to when I handed in my halo, shed the guilt I'd felt so young. Used to drown in holy water 'cause they said so. With your breath in my lungs, I've learned to love who I've become. Since my youth, I'd been conditioned to feel worthless. Kept my voice inside my mouth. Always wondered if I'd ever break the surface, till you finally drag me out. Harking back to when I handed in my halo, dread the guilt I'd felt so young. Used to drown in holy water 'cause they said so. With your breath in my lungs, I've learned to love who I've become. It's not too late to face your errors, not too late to learn from them. It's not too late to face your terrors and find a box to lock them in. And you don't have to be a father, you don't have to learn as him. You can live just like your mother, find the sympathy within. Harking back to when I handed in my halo, shed the guilt I'd felt so young. Used to drown in holy water 'cause they said so. With your breath in my lungs, I've learned to love who I've become. With your breath in my lungs, I've learned to love who I've become.
Wow. I love that song. With your breath into my lungs, I've learned to love what I've become. That is such an amazing line.
Thank you. It took
Yeah,
me a
in fact,
long time to get to that place.
God, I love that song. And just having been in the car with you, and we just talked nothing, we talked nonstop till Canada, and talking a lot about spirituality and the religions that we grew up in, and kind of how we found our way to our own belief system. It just reminded me, it's so true for you. I love that song.
It's been such a winding road, and I've so many emotions that have come with that. But I feel like I'm finally in a place where I can stand on my own and be confident in some of these areas in my life I've had questions about. So
I feel like it's the same thing for me. Like after, I've wound away from Catholicism and then to like Buddhism and meditation, and now now a little bit back to the church, I have to say. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Having a kid has changed a little bit of my my rebellion, I think. But it's funny, Robbie Hecht and I have been writing a song called Halo for like 2 years, actually maybe 4 years, because we started it right when Trump was elected. And it's I found a halo. Somebody's discarded a halo. And
oh, wow.
But ours is not anywhere near done or as beautiful as yours.
Oh.
Ours is a little angry.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that one. And I want to meet Huck too. Wherever. Did Amy froze?
Amy.
Amy.
Oh, guys, it looks like we might have lost Amy for a second.
I like that image of her, though. We should
I do too.
take a picture
I thought she was,
and send it.
I thought she was in
We've got her back. I'm back. Everything okay, Amy? Just checking.
Yeah, I'm here. It's just I have an Ethernet connection, so I should have high speed. But also, my husband is a 7th grade teacher, and he's teaching from home, and
cool.
I can hear him yelling at his students right in the room next door. So every once in a while, I'll be here. I promise I'm not leaving.
I love that.
That's
love
amazing.
That. I was saying, Amy, I wanted to meet Huck.
Oh, I can't wait. We'll come to East Nashville. We'll hook up in East Nashville.
I'd really love that if we could.
Let's do it. Let's do it like in a couple weeks or next week, whenever. Soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, Angel.
Yes. Thom.
That's a hard song to follow. When you write something that you totally believe in, it shows. And my compliments. That's a really good one.
Thank you.
It's true. You can tell.
It's true for me. Yeah.
And Amy, I grew up Catholic myself, and I was an altar boy and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not a practicing Catholic. Still love some of the traditions of the Catholic Church. But one of the reasons I moved out to Durango, Colorado, is to be outside and enjoy the Rocky Mountains and go fly fishing, and I found that for me personally that helped my songwriting, at least to help me get to a place where I could focus on it. And so, Amy, to what you said about the church, my church has become the mountains, and I wrote a song about that called Church of the Great Outdoors. Like a river flows out to the sea, I can find my peace among the trees. I can hide here from the storm in my church of the great outdoors. Now I've never been the religious kind, but when something's weighing heavy on my mind, grab my rod and reel, I'm out the door to my church of the great outdoors. I wanna ride that buckskin mule through the pine. I wanna leave all my trouble behind. I wanna sleep beneath the aspens and the stars, realize my dreams, follow my heart. Like a river flows out to the sea. I can find my peace among the trees. I can hide here from the storm in my church of the great outdoors. In my church of the great outdoors. In my church of the great outdoors.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well,
great song, Thom.
You're
Your
all
voice.
you're all welcome to come out to Durango and go fly fishing. If you don't have fly rods, we got you covered.
I've
okay?
always wanted to
All
do
right.
that.
Ever since River runs through it, it's my dream.
Well, good.
It might have something to do with Brad Pitt, but
maybe.
Maybe. Great song, though. I love that.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Where are you originally from?
Sacramento. I grew up in Sacramento, California, fishing the American River out there. And I was just looking for a place with more trout than people, so I ended up in Durango. Been here, I guess, going on 15 years now.
And you have 2 kids, you said?
Yeah, my wife Bess and I have 2 kids. We have a 4.5-year-old boy, Dylan, and of course Hazel, that you guys met her at Sound Check.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So Hazel Basil. She's 7 months old. So, yeah, we're loving it. We love being parents.
Yeah.
And yeah, super lucky.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I have a 2.5-year-old, and it's the best song I ever wrote. He is. So, yeah. But I had him when I was 50. It was a sort of last ditch effort at procreating.
That is so amazing.
It was insane. And
Good
when
for you.
Yeah. I did. I was hiking yesterday on a trail, and somebody asked me what my Disney age was, and I never heard that. And they said it's you add your 2 numbers together. And she said she was 7 because she's 34, and I said, oh, I'm 7 too because I'm 52. So I like that.
You're defying nature. You do not look your age, and
No,
that
you
is
definitely do not.
Nothing but a compliment, my friend.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks to my mother and my grandmother for good female genes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
You inspired me, Angel. I'm gonna play my newest song.
Awesome.
I just
Can't
wrote.
wait.
Yeah, I just wrote this a couple weeks ago. COVID has been really, I've had a hell of a year. My father passed away just this time last year from cancer, and it was really quick, and it was kind of, honestly, it was a blessedly quick journey. But after that happened, and I went to the UK for my tour, I think the grief caught up to me because I had just been running. And the grief caught up to me. I lost my voice. I got my voice back. The tornado hit. And where it hit Nashville is where my husband's students all live. And it hit East Nashville, but it also hit North Nashville. North Nashville is traditionally multicultural, very low-income neighborhoods. And my husband's students are all like from single-parent homes, or, one of his students doesn't have any parents because they both were deported, so he's living with neighbors. So it's just a really troubled area, beautiful area, but we spent the post-tornado trying to find his students' families and to get them some food. And so then right after that, COVID hit, and we all experience COVID the way we experience it, but there's something, besides the fact that, there's people who are sick and dying, there's also an internal, I think, soul journey that we all have to go on, by being so isolated from each other and kind of, it's a little bit of a dark night of the soul, I know. it hit me losing my, in some ways, touring has been my purpose for 20 years. you know? So losing that, I was really like, what's going on? What do I believe in? What are my values? What are my truths when I'm not on stage? And it was it was a challenging and a rough time for me. And I ended up kind of face to face with the darkest parts of myself that I hadn't actually ever dealt with before. And in that time, I was doing a lot of therapy, as we all do. But I was coming up against my angry little girl a lot.
Oh, wow.
So I had to, I wrote her a song. So this is it. And I have a new record coming out in April. It's mostly about my son and then my dad. My son was born and then my dad passed, and it was just like a year. But then during this COVID time, I've been writing a lot of gospel songs. I wouldn't say traditionally gospel songs, more like Unitarian gospel songs. Gospel songs that are about facing yourself and being true and then looking to something else to help you through. So this is called Little Red. Little red, run, run away. There's a wolf around back, and he's heading your way. Little red, don't look into his eyes. He'll woo you with a lullaby under a disguise. Oh, little girl, throwing sticks and stones, you're raging at the world, but you're breaking your own bones. Little red, still sucking on your thumb till it shakes and it bleeds and the skin goes numb. Little red, I can see your back's against the wall. You've been flailing your fists in the middle of it all. Oh, little girl, throwing sticks and stones, you're raging at the world, but you're breaking your own bones. Steam coming out your ears. You've been fighting that dog now for too many years. Now, little red, don't you know you're lost in the dark? All that screaming at ghosts, punching at the stars. Oh, little girl, throwing sticks and stones, the wolf's at the door, and he's howling at the road. Oh, little red, with your ancient wounds. Oh, I just screwed up the last two choruses. I have to do them again because it doesn't make sense rhyming wise, and I don't mind. Oh, little girl, with your ancient wounds, the wolf's at the door, and he's howling at the moon. Oh, little red, throwing sticks and stones at the mean old world. Don't you know you're not alone at the mean old world? No, you've never been alone. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank.
And so that was
Thank
like you comforting.
Yeah, it's funny. It's so weird because I've been doing all this work, and I'm like I'm like one of those sort of skeptical people. So whenever a therapist talks about the inner child, I just like ugh, just like ugh, I don't want the word
totally
on
get
inner
that.
child. Like that's a bunch of people with teddy bears, and I just can't. I can't get my head around it. But then I realized, I wrote this without realizing it. I wrote a song to my inner child, and I shared it with my therapist, and because it was like, I have to let you know I'm not skeptical about inner child work anymore. So yeah, and actually, I was going through such a rough time with depression and anxiety. I mean, who isn't with all of this? And I'd never been face to face with it because I've been touring for so long. I've never had to just be quiet in my own self and.
Yeah.
But I'm on the other side of it now. And it's like, wow, I'm so grateful for that experience,
Yeah. And what you just said, face to face with it. I mean, I'm like, you literally were like, I'm going to face this right now and just walk through it. And that's exactly what you did. And the song conveys that. And it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's funny because I know that we all write songs probably for the same reason. I mean, we all do art for the same reason, but it really has been, it's brought it back home to me why I started to write songs, especially now. I'm writing songs not for an audience anymore. I'm writing songs for me.
Yeah.
To comfort me.
Did we lose her?
I like that
Have
one
we
too.
lost Amy?
I like that picture.
I like
still shot.
So it's a flattering one. I'm glad. I think we'll get
She
her back
keeps
in a
having
second.
these really flattering frozen shots. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll get her back in a second. It's been such a.
There
Oh,
she
we
is.
lost you. You're back.
I'm here. So sorry.
You're a movie star. Your
It was a
shots,
very
those-
flattering frozen.
Yeah,
so,
those frozen
Yeah.
shots of you are really pretty.
Oh,
And
thank
it's
God.
like,
Photo
all right,
shoot.
well, looks great. Looks great on her.
Such a gorgeous first round. It's gone by really quickly, but
I know.
really, really, really
I'm kind
enjoying
of
it.
bummed.
I know, it's so fun.
This is really fun. Yeah.
We've got a second round to come, but you guys can take a little break because this is the point in the show where we have our little interval. So what I'll do now is you've got a little bit of time to grab a drink or whatever it is you need, and then we'll see you on the other side. So I'll say goodbye to you one at a time. Goodbye, Angel Snow.
Bye.
Goodbye, Thom Chacon.
See you in a minute.
Goodbye, AMY SPEACE.
Goodbye.
Great. Right now, we're going to hear from the founders and owners of Green Note, who are going to fill us in on everything that's going on. The wonderful AMY and Risa.
Hey. Good
Hey,
to
guys.
see you, Amy. Hey out there.
Such a lovely show tonight.
Oh, it's
I
gorgeous,
know.
isn't it? Really
It's one of
love it.
those shows that's made me smile and cry. And
Me too.
already in the first half. 3 such incredible artists. We're so lucky.
We really are.
And yeah, all
Awesome.
on one bill.
Yeah, really amazing. I'm looking
Really
forward to
special.
round 2.
I know, me too.
All right, I'll leave
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys
try and keep
to
it a
it.
bit brief tonight then so we can get there.
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll be brief with our halftime announcements, but we have to sort of do these because there's always new viewers every time we do a show. There's definitely at least a few new people, and then also our regulars. We really appreciate you, but obviously you know most of the information, so you can
so
grab a
feel
drink
free
now
to
if
go
you
and
want.
grab your drinks.
Yeah.
But if you're new to the show, then welcome, and it's really great to have you here. We've been here twice a week, every week since the beginning of April. We're here every Wednesday and Friday night. So if you're new to Virtually Green Note, please, do join us again. It's at 8 p.m. UK time, which you can figure out the time zones. It's whatever it is now. But it's also, so that's when we're live, but we're also, the shows stay on our YouTube page for a channel for a week afterwards. So if you are loving this and you want to spread the word to music loving friends, please do. Or if you want to watch it again or catch up on shows you've missed, you can do that for a week. We're also on all the social media, so if you're not following us, please do. If our YouTube channel's just below and you can subscribe there. That's our Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
demonstrating. Our media handle is Green Note Music across all the social media. Apart from Twitter, it's Green Note. So please do find us, follow us, subscribe to us, like us, do all the social media things. We also have a mailing list, which we send out 2 emails a month. You can join through our website, and we'll also post in the chat at some point.
I've done it just now. So,
so yeah, we just send 2 emails out a month so we don't inundate you, but it's worth joining. You can find out about these shows and also about our little venue, Green Note in Camden, which is currently closed. And yeah, so for now we're just carrying on with the virtual shows, but one of these days next year at some point we'll be back to a real venue and probably carrying on with these shows too, because we've had so much fun.
I love them so much. Yeah, surprising how much. I mean, yeah, we would not be able to have these 3 artists on the same bill because you'd have to get touring schedules to coincide, and so there's something special about these 2, and it keeps us connected, doesn't it, to our music community?
Exactly.
And so, just to let you know about how. Sorry, were you finished, Reese?
No, I was just going to pass to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so to let you know, for those of you who don't already know about how we run these shows, they're not ticketed, they're donation-based, and we do really appreciate and welcome your donations, and it's the way we can keep these shows going. So you can donate via PayPal. I'm just posting the link now in the chat, and you can also find it on YouTube, Facebook, and on our website. And the recommended donation per show, because as Risa said, we do these twice a week and each show is a separate entity. The donations for each show are divided 4 ways between the 3 artists who are playing this particular show, and the last quarter goes to Green Note towards the running costs of the show and towards paying our wonderful team who are behind the scenes and doing a great job.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we recommend £10, but anything you can manage is hugely appreciated and welcome. So yeah, thank you. And it's a great way of supporting live music and helping us keep these shows going. So we're just going to let you know about a couple of the upcoming shows in the next, in the next couple of weeks. Actually, I think it's next week. Yeah, next week we start with the EFG London Jazz Festival, which is a festival that happens in London every year around November time. And usually, obviously, it's live shows across many venues in London, large and small. Green Note has been a part of it for over 10 years now. And this year it's happening virtually. I think most of the shows possibly all of them now are happening virtually, live stream. So we're going to be doing 4 very special shows as part of that. So actually, these are different live streams because they will be happening at Green Note, streamed from Green Note. Yeah. So if you're a jazz fan, check out our website and you can see what's happening on there. We will be continuing with virtually Green Note though every Wednesday and Friday. And who do we have, Reese? And just checking.
We've got so next Wednesday we've got Kris Kristofferson from Squeeze. He's a legendary British songwriter. Who's joining the bill with Zach Hobbs, who's the grandson of Linda and Richard Thompson. He's an amazing guitarist in his own right. And Izzy Yardley, who's an amazing British singer-songwriter. New discovery for us. But yeah, we're really looking forward to that bill. Then next Friday we've got a bill with Awkward Family Portraits. They're a duo from Glasgow they're a full band, but we're getting the duo. They're kind of rock and roll, really like 50s. Yeah, really fun, brilliant.
Really fun, I love them.
And then joining their bill is Copper Viper, who Green Note regulars will know. They've played at Green Note a lot. They're brilliant, kind of
bluegrassy.
Like British folk and bluegrass and country. They kind of all rolled into one. Amazing duo, violin and fiddle and guitar. And me and Debo.
Yeah, they're a great duo as well. Like also great guitarists and really powerful. 2 women. Really recommend them. So it's quite an eclectic bill, that one, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 duos, which is kind of rare for us. So it's
I hadn't realised that actually.
Yeah. And then we've got some other American artists coming up in a couple of weeks. Resonant Rogues, a kind of old-time duo from North Carolina, I think. Or
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Harrow Fair, Canadian.
Harrow Fair, Canadian duo, and Anya Hickel, I think also from North Carolina, who's also a new discovery, but she sounds amazing too. So yeah, we've got some brilliant shows coming up. Check out the website, they're all on there. But basically, we just recommend you joining us twice a week, every week. It's a really, really brilliant way of discovering new music. So if you don't fancy looking on the website, just put these dates in your diaries, Wednesdays and Friday nights at 8 p.m.
And did you say about watching on repeat? You can repeat these shows live. So yeah, even if you can't be there live, it's much better to be here live. But if you can't,
you get to chat and be in the comment section, and artists say hi to you and stuff. But yeah, if you can't, then please.
You've got a week to catch up. Yeah,
exactly.
And then they disappear, so you lose. Got to keep on top of it. Anyway,
actually, if you missed last week's show, you can still catch up where you had Bob Harris hosting. That was pretty cool.
That was a good one, yeah.
But yeah, all of them have been brilliant. Anyway, let's get back to the music.
Let's
enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy.
Lots of exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Can't wait. I get excited about all the shows,
I
actually.
know, me too.
They're all just great in different ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
So see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Great. Well, let's get ready for round 2. I will welcome back the artists, Angel Snow. Hi, Angel.
Hi.
Thom Chacon. Hiya. And AMY SPEACE.
Hi.
Hi. We all ready for round 2?
We're ready.
Yeah.
Awesome. Angel, I'll leave it to you.
Okay, so this next song, this is one that I wrote a few years back, and it's just about holding things within us that we know that we might be not wanting to share with the world. So the song is called Secret. Mama told me not to take what's given, just try to survive. So don't judge me for the life I'm living, at least I'm still alive. I always wanted to be something better, I always wanted to shine. And now I know I can't deny my nature, 'cause I got something to hide. I've got a secret, got a secret. Lord knows there's a bad thing coming, I feel it in my bones. On the horizon there's a storm that's growing, keeps me on my toes. I always wanted to be something better, I always wanted to shine. And now I know I can't deny my nature, 'cause I got something to hide. I've got a secret, got a secret, I've got a secret, I've got a secret. I can't go back if I wanted to. I don't. I can't remember what I did before I did what I did. I've got a secret, got a secret, got a secret, got a secret.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Is that? Did you say that's new or
That's
it's a
a
couple
few years old. Yeah.
What record is that one?
So
on?
that's off of Magnetic.
Oh, that was your. I loved that record.
Thanks. Yeah, that was more of the experimental. We were just experimenting with different sounds and.
Yeah, I remember there
pads.
was a beautiful video that you released with that was super electronica, and I was like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Angel stretching it out. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a fun record to make. My friend Lee Groves, he produced it out of New York. Very, very talented producer, and I was honored to work with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It still retained a vibe. It still retained your vibe, though. It was awesome to hear your particular voice and songs, but with that kind of production. I just really loved it.
I was hoping that's what would be possible. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you acknowledged that, and just trying to incorporate all different sounds and hoping that it flows. So
well, in testament to good songwriting, and you play it with a guitar and a voice, and it comes off like that. It's like, yep, that's a good one. So nice work.
Thanks, Thom.
With that said,
yes, Thom.
I'm going to play a cover song because that's just hard to follow. But I Townes Van Zandt. I was asked to
love him,
to play a contribute to a Townes tribute record. My label Appaloosa in Italy put together this Townes tribute, and they also do a big Townes Van Zandt festival every year in Italy. But so what do you do? What do you do? You're asked to sing a Townes song, and I picked one of my favorite songs called "Still Looking for You." One of my favorite Townes songs. There goes Hazel. I don't know if you heard Hazel.
I heard her. Yeah.
She's.
We are in the comfort of our homes.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Anyway, so I took a shot at it and tried to honor the song and as much as I could with doing it in whatever my voice can do in a lower key. But anyway, this is Townes Van Zandt. Still Looking for You. Ain't much that I ain't tried. Fast living, slow suicide. Then a running and a place to hide. Looking for you. My friends, they all agree. Ain't many a fool like me. Just tell 'em, wait and see. Go looking for you. Looking low, looking high. Looking far and looking wide. Try to tell myself that I tried, but it just ain't true. It just ain't true. Still looking for you. Still looking for you. From the shadow of the darkest pine to the edge of the sweet sunshine, I'll be running till they make you mine. Looking for you. When the curtain tumbles down, I'll be somewhere hanging around with my heart laid on the ground. Looking for you. Looking low, looking high, looking far and looking wide. Try to tell myself that I tried, but it just ain't true. Yeah, it just ain't true. Still looking for you. Still looking for you. Looking low, looking high, looking far and looking wide. Try to tell myself that I tried, but it just ain't true. Oh, it just won't do. Still looking for you. Still looking for you. Still looking for you. Still looking for you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Towns.
It's wonderful.
I love that song.
I was singing in the back. I was
yeah,
singing
oh,
along.
good.
I was glad you couldn't hear it.
Unmuted. We should have unmuted you for that. Darn it.
No.
No. So anyway, yeah, that one's on an Appaloosa release. The album's called When the Wind Blows. Songs by Townes Van Zandt, and it's out there in the world.
Now, do you tour in Italy a lot, Tom?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I try to get out there once a year, sometimes twice a year. But any chance I can get to go, I go. Yeah.
Yeah. I've toured there just once. I think it was a couple years ago. It was right before I had Huck. I played in outside of Venice, just north of Venice somewhere, and then in Milan. And the funniest, and I want to go back because my experience was they put me in Milan. The promoter put me in a venue that looked like a roadhouse from Texas, and I got there. Everybody was wearing nudie suits. And I travel, I tour solo most of the time. So, I'm a folk singer. And I show up at this venue, and they were all like, they barely spoke English. And I speak Italian enough to get me to the bathroom and back. But, they were like, we're so excited we have barbecue for you. And I was like, no. I'm coming to Italy.
Yeah.
I ain't eating barbecue.
I'm not eating barbecue.
But I did, and it was awful.
Yeah.
But God bless the Milanese, yeah.
Well, that's great. There's such wonderful people, and they're great music fans. What can I say? I mean, you go and it's open arms. They embrace you, and I've had just some really wonderful experiences over there. So I know you'll be back, Angel, and I know you'll go yourself, and they'll love you. Yeah. So anyway.
Sounds like a dream.
I know, Italy is a dream.
It is.
Well, I was listening to you warm up on that song earlier, and I was thinking it sort of sounded a lot like my cover choice.
Oh, good.
No, it's good. And at the last minute, I was like, oh, maybe I'll change it. And I was like, no, this is going to be the first time I played this song in public.
There she is. It's happened again. I thought this would happen to me out in Durango. I mean, I
thought it would happen to me numerous times too.
I'm out in the sticks.
I'm here.
There we are. Okay.
I knew I was coming back. I thought that the point of view should change. So I'm redoing this song from the girl's perspective.
Oh, so good.
You saw me standing on my front lawn, just twirling my baton. Me and him went for a ride, sir, and 10 innocent people died from the town of Lincoln, Nebraska, with a sawed-off 410 on his lap. Through the Badlands of Wyoming, we killed everything in our path. I'm pretty sure that he ain't sorry for the things that he done. At least for a little while, sir, me and him had us some fun. Now I heard brought in a guilty verdict, and the judge sentenced him to death. Midnight in a prison storeroom with leather straps across his chest. Sheriff, when that man pulls that switch, sir, and snaps his poor head back, you tell him that his pretty baby sitting right there on his lap. They declared him unfit to live, said into that great void his soul be hurled. They wanna know why we did what we did. Sir, I guess it's just a meanness in this world. They wanna know why we did what we did. I guess it's just a meanness in this world. Guess it's just a meanness in this world. Thanks.
Really, really nice version of that song. That album. I was probably 9 years old when Nebraska hit the airwaves, and it took me back to that age. Well done.
Thank you.
What a song. What a performance.
Yeah.
Really
Thank
nice.
you. It's dark.
That is just the way it needs to be, though, and it's
so good. I love that last line
It is
too. That was my first Bruce record, Nebraska. So then
mine too.
When I hit the rock and roll stuff, I was like, what's that? I kind of like this old folk singer guy.
Yeah.
But I got to see him. My first live Bruce show was when he played the Meadowlands right after 9/11. I was living in New York City. And
wow.
Oh my God, talk about going to church. You know, going to church.
The energy,
I cried my way through that
vibrance.
show, and then I've never missed a chance to see him. And I'm so inspired by him as a person, but also just his writing is just, it's like Cormac McCarthy novels. They're just spare and sparse and truthful. And especially, I've been listening to Nebraska during the election season. Because I like going to the darkness of him while we're in the midst of, such a strange time. And, they want to know why we did what we did. Guess there's just a meanness in this world.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but, we're looking at maybe hearing about our next president tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, part of me was really disappointed that the vote was so close, because I still have such hope for people standing on the side of truth, And it's so clear that there's not truth on one side, but then I have so many family and so many neighbors and beautiful people in my life that don't agree with me politically, and they voted.
It's like we all think that about the other whatever
right.
side we're on.
Right.
It's like I do not agree at all whatsoever with so I don't understand how they could think that way, but even they are thinking the same thing about the other side. So it is so divided right now.
Right, and there's got to be, and I don't think it's going to change no matter who wins this election, for a while, but you know, just that we're talking about it, you know, there are still people who are trying to bring I don't know, a light of whatever. Truth can't be subjective. It can't be. It's got to be, or it can't be. Is it subjective? Not objective. There's got to be a capital T.
Agreed. Yeah, truth. What do we have without it? I think. We were talking about Italy. You know, going in, and we've all gone to Europe and been to the cities that have been there so much longer than New York City or Los Angeles. And the thing I always hear from people in Europe is, wow, this thing called democracy is wonderful, and you guys created something really unbelievable, but it's an experiment that's really in its infant stages if you really think about the history of the United States, a couple of centuries worth, and we're just going through this growing pain that is so painful, and I'm pretty sure we all feel the same way about things. But think about how many people voted this time around. Be inspired by that. Be inspired. The experiment of democracy is working, and this is a big, awful speed bump that we're hitting, but we can't lose faith, and this might just open up some doors to start listening to each other again.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful.
There are some good things that can come out of it, and we have to remember that.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, there will be some kind of light.
Oh yeah.
Be on the same page.
Yeah.
I have to believe it.
Bring us some light, Angel. Play us a song.
What'd you say, Amy?
Bring us some light now.
You know what I'm going to play? I'm going to play this Bob Dylan tune from Blood on the Tracks. I might have been playing it.
It's my favorite
when you and I were touring, but it's Meet Me in the Morning.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs. So, here we go. Meet me in the morning at the 6 and Wobber Show. Meet me in the morning, 56 and Wobber Show. Honey, we could be in Kansas by the time the snow begins to thaw. Now they say the darkest hour is right before the dawn. Now they say the darkest hour is right before the dawn. Oh, honey, you wouldn't know it about me. Every night's been darkness since you've been gone. You hear the rooster crowing, must be something on his mind. You hear the rooster crowing, must be something on his mind. All I feel just like the rooster, and you just treat me so unkind. Well, I struggled through barbed wire, felt the hair fall from above.
I struggled through barbed wire, felt the hair fall from above. I'll even outrun the hound dog. Honey, you know I ain't your love. I'll even outrun the hound dog. Honey, you know I ain't your love.
Yeah. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. You were doing that on our tour. I remember that. Such a great song. That's my favorite
It's mine
Dylan
too.
record.
I've always loved
Yeah,
that
the
song,
divorce
and,
record.
Yeah, it is the divorce record, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. What year is that? 75? Is that 75? I don't remember what
I
year
don't
that
know. I
is.
thought it might have been 77. Is it 75?
Maybe.
I can look
It always
up.
feels like it's so much. Whenever I like look, I'm always thinking that's an earlier record, and I'm always surprised it's sort of mid. I can't call it mid career because he's still going.
Mid Dylan? No.
Mid Dylan.
Well, he's got a rhythm section. If you listen to that record closely, you can hear like the pearl buttons on his shirt hitting the guitar. You know, if you listen to it with headphones on. But I agree, it's a great album.
It's a great.
Yeah,
album.
it really is.
Oh, Nick Percival just said 1975 for the win.
75. Way to go, Amy.
Yeah. How did I know that? I have no idea.
75.
I know weird. I can't remember anything. I don't know where to be at any point of the day, but I remember radio station, call numbers, and I remember dates. That's it.
Wow, that's good.
I need a career that helps me with that. Yeah.
Some kind of file in your mind. That's just where it's.
Yeah.
I know. It's a very strange brain.
consistent.
Yeah. Angel, where are you living in East Nashville? What part of East Nashville?
So I'm off Riverwood Drive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like down going towards Madison.
Oh, man. Okay, so my last house over there was in Inglewood, was on Pinewood, which is right near where you're living now.
Oh, really? Because I've been to your other house.
Have you been? You've been to my fatherland house.
Okay, I've been to the fatherland. That's where I stayed when my house
And then
flooded.
were you at the small house on Maplewood? The small yellow house.
I think that's where.
And then when I got married, I moved to Pinewood. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. We're totally doing inside baseball here.
No. I don't know Nashville well. I've been to Oh Boy Records once. I got to go to Oh Boy. Was hoping, like a little kid, that John Prine was going to be at the office that day. Of course he wasn't, but so yeah, I've been to the Station Inn too, so I know my way around.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two places you need to know.
Yep.
Yeah,
the only two.
Yeah, really.
The only two.
The Station Inn's the best venue in town.
Yeah.
Besides the Bluebird
too.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah. I got to play the Bluebird a dozen years ago or so, and was totally shocked that it was like in a strip mall area. Right. You know, I was thinking, I don't know, I romanticized, what it was going to look like when I drove up. And it was like, there's a dollar store, a Supercuts, and the Bluebird. But it was,
It's kind of like the Green Note, though. Like you sort of drive, if you're not, you walk up and you're like, I've heard so much about this place. Then you walk in and the magic shows up. But on the outside, you're like, this is smaller than I thought. And then you walk in, you're like, no, it's like there's a huge aura in the Green Note. I'm not just blowing smoke. Is. It's my favorite place in town to play.
Me too.
So I tell everyone this story because I was so lucky to be there and so proud to have played there. But I got to play for Amy. I know you've played with Guy Clark before, but I got to play for him he must have been turning 71 at the time at Jim McGuire's old photo studio.
Oh my goodness!
There in Nashville, and Jim, who is a friend of mine, invited me to come and play, and I got to play in front of Guy Clark, and it was I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And he was super cool, and I played this song called Juarez, Mexico. And after I got done playing the song, he said, did you write that? I said, yeah. Yes, sir, I did. He goes, that's a pretty good song. But I got some notes for you, he said.
Yeah.
I got some notes for you. So later in the night, he pulled me aside, and we sat for, 20 minutes or so, and he was giving me notes on the song, and he was, smoking his filterless cigarettes and drinking black coffee, and he was smoking those cigarettes right down to the nub where it was almost burning his fingers. And he just, he just seemed like John Wayne to me when I met him. He just, he's just bigger than life. And anyway, Amy, you played with him, toured with him. What was your guide?
Yeah, I toured with him. My hit me with a bus moment was I got to play Green Hall in Texas.
Okay.
In Green, Texas, with him, sold out show. He was playing with, it's just, yeah. I think, and I had. It was a little nerve-wracking, I would say, the first couple shows with him, because it's Guy Clark, and you want to...
Yeah.
He's the master, and you want to impress him, but you also want to just stand your own ground, and it just, I was just crazy. And so that night, he came backstage, and we were all sharing the same green room. He's really generous, and he was, smoking that same filterless cigarette, and he said, sold out show. How you doing with that?
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know, Mr. Clark, I just have to tell you. And I've been like trying to be real cool and chill. And like, I'm cool. I don't have to germ all over. And finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I have to tell you, Mr. Clark, your music is like one of the reasons I started writing songs. And he goes, yeah, I hear that all the time. But he did.
Wow.
He was great. And he gave me, I don't know, he never really said anything concrete. I didn't get any notes. He I would have totally welcomed some notes, but he just kind of said to me, I came off stage one of those times, and he said, yeah, girl. And I thought, okay. Yeah, girl.
Hey, I'll take...
That's all I need for the rest of my life.
I'm good. Hit me with a buzz.
I will take yeah, girl, any time. One of the note Guy gave me was, in fact, I think, do I play a song next? I'll play the song for you. It'll make more sense. The song Juarez, Mexico. I'm telling the story of a young Mexican couple that's in Juarez, and they're looking across the border into the United States, dreaming of a better life. And so I'm trying my best to describe the scene in the song, and I'm at that time, and still, there was a lot of violence in Juarez. So I was trying to come up with this, beautiful metaphor for blood, blood in the streets running into the Rio Grande River. So I said, where a red river flows is the line that you'll hear. And Guy had a problem with that. He said, people are going to think you're geographically challenged because the red river does not run through El Paso, And he said, I understand what you're trying to say, but you need to change that line. And so I did. And it's on an album from 2013. What's done is done. But I don't think I've ever sang that line the same way.
Yeah.
And I've played this song hundreds of times. But so fast forward to Guy Clark, his last record. He writes a song with Sean Camp. Called Standing in the Rain in Durango.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to Sean Camp one evening, a couple years after the album came out, and he said, I told him that story about Guy wanting me to change that line, and he said, when I was writing that song with Standing in the Rain in Durango with Guy, he swore up and down, and Amy, you'll know this well, he swore up and down that the Durango narrow gauge railroad went from Telluride to Durango, and it doesn't. It goes from Silverton. Thank you. So Sean Camp's looking at me, and he was like, that guy, I can't believe he would call you out on that, because I tried to tell him that the train doesn't go from Telluride to Durango, it goes from Silverton to Durango, but yet the line stayed in the song. If you listen to the song, he talks about a train that this woman's on going from Telluride to Durango. But anyway,
So Guy Clark can
Yeah.
be wrong. That's the moral.
The moral of the story is that Guy Clark
he
can't
wanted
be
to
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
No, I think he was like
determined.
Yeah.
Like we got to. This is gonna happen, and
This is
song
gonna-
Is
this is
right.
gonna-
I am right. I am.
Yeah.
Anyway,
God bless him.
I'll get to playing and I'll stop talking, but
That's a
yeah,
great story.
This is Juarez, Mexico. I could see across the border to the El Paso side. I can hear the music blaring, people laughing in the night. Where I'm standing there is a darkness and a big river flows. I'm stuck down here in Juarez, Mexico. Tonight I lay near the water, sleep with one eye closed, my finger on the trigger, my other arm around Rose. I got plans for us to leave here, I think about it every day. On a moonless night, me and Rosie will slip away. I ain't gonna die in these streets for nothing. I ain't gonna starve another day. Made up my mind, I'm leaving, doesn't matter where we go, as long as we get at Juarez, Mexico. By the time we cross the river, we will be Texas bound. Stay there at Arizona, I hear the law can cut you down. Fine work and honest living, I don't care what people say. We'll do a better job, work more hours for lower pay. I ain't gonna die in these streets for nothing. I ain't gonna starve another day. Made up my mind, I'm leaving, doesn't matter where we go, as long as we get at Juarez, Mexico. Rosie burns the bacon and chilies on a hot cedar fire, and off in the distance another funeral pyre. These days I dream of America and hope someday I'll go, but tonight I'll pray for what is Mexico.
Oh, wow.
That is such a
Hey,
great song,
thank you.
man.
That's for you. That's for you,
That
Guy.
is-
I know you're watching us from up there. That's for you, Guy Clark.
Oh, what a powerful
That's a
thing.
great song. It's like a blend of Guy and Bruce.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Your voice is like
I can,
your voice has that smoky thing too, and it's just a
Cracked
beautiful
glass and
combination.
whiskey.
Yes.
All the I hate to admit it, but all the years of cigarettes, I don't smoke anymore, but that probably didn't do me any favors.
It might have added a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If it continues to deteriorate, though, next year we'll do this, and you won't. Literally, Angel, you won't be able to hear me.
You'll
it
just
won't
keep
be
dropping keys.
It won't be your headphones.
You know what? I love a voice with that much character, though. Like Wise Beyond Your Years voice. It's such a great voice.
Well, thank you. There was a fellow who wrote a review of one of my records that actually wasn't a good review, but the first line was, Chacon sounds as if he hasn't had water in days. So I thought, well, okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
thank you. Thank you.
You gotta have a voice like that to sing a song about Juarez, Mexico.
I guess
for
so.
Sure.
I guess so.
For sure. You guys, it's been so much fun playing songs with you.
Yeah.
This has been amazing.
Yeah.
I loved every minute.
Risa and Emmy, thanks for having us, and Ali for sound, and Christina for hosting it.
Yes.
This has really
Thank
been
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christina, thanks for hanging in there
Yeah.
with us. We just have your picture up there. We
I know,
see
that's
you
it. This beautiful picture. She's
like
just
that.
doing that.
I love
Very
it.
nice photo.
It's a
really
great. It's a great photo. And Emmy and
all of
Risa,
Amy's
thank
frozen
you.
shots were gorgeous too.
Thank you. I posed because I knew my
You
internet
really
would stop.
did.
Yeah. And everybody who showed up, I think this is my.
Oh, and there it is.
That was
All
perfect
right.
timing, wasn't it,
Let's
Tom?
see.
Yes,
See, she can't look bad. She cannot look bad. I think she's doing this on purpose. This is her shtick. This is her thing.
It just, and it happens kind of in a perfect moment, just so we can get a glimpse.
And we can say whatever we want about it. Oh, there she is.
We
Okay.
can say whatever we want.
I told you, I said it
Amy,
and I
that
jinxed
was,
it.
The timing was impeccable.
The timing. My comic timing is crazy. Oh God, don't do it in the midst of a song. If I do it in the midst of a song, I hope I'm singing in pain, Anyway, yeah, so for all of y'all who showed up, it's just great to see your chats and saying hi and everything. And I guess I'll end out the music portion.
Great.
Yeah. I'm going to play a song that was the title track of my last record, which is called Me and the Ghost of Charlemagne. And speaking of touring,
Gorgeous.
Thanks. Speaking of touring in Europe, I had done this project. I had put out all these records, and then I joined a trio that was actually an accidental trio. It's called Applewood Road. Some of you have been chatting about finding me through that trio, with Emily Barker, who lives in Stroud, and Amber Rubarth, who I think she lives in New York City. Yeah, I think she's back in New York.
She moved to New York, yeah.
She moved back to New York, yeah. So the three of us actually got together for a random co-write without really knowing each other very well, wrote this song, and it kind of got someplace, and then we got a record deal, and we started a band, and the record did really well over in the UK, and we were able to tour, and it was amazing. I got to play Glastonbury, which was one of those moments. And then came home and had to go right out back on the road after I'd gotten married. And at that point, I'd been on the road without rest for 2 years straight, and with my project and then Applewood Road and then back to me. And I was at that place where I was I don't know, I need a break from all this. I'm not even sure if I want to do this anymore. And I was in Europe and I was touring, and I was staying in Aachen, Germany, doing a show there, and I stayed in this little attic apartment for 2 nights, and it faced the tower of the cathedral there. And everybody was telling me, and I'm sure you guys get this when you go, people will say, you should go see this when you're in town, you got to go see this, you've got to go to this cathedral. And if tour were vacation, we could, but mostly we aren't able to spend that much time in each town. And so you have these fleeting moments with people, but then you really don't get a chance to land too long. And so I knew I wouldn't be able to see this cathedral. But they told me that Charlemagne, the emperor, he was born and he died in that town, so his bones were interred in the cathedral, which when they told me that, I was like, well, that's a really interesting piece of history. Maybe I'll look that up when I get home. But that night, I couldn't get to sleep because the tower bells rang the entire night, and I was right there. It was every hour on the hour. So I started to just write, and I was writing about where I was, which was kind of wanting to quit. And so in a way, this song was this was my farewell song to my career. And yeah, and ironically enough, my last tour before COVID struck was prompted because I was gratefully nominated for the Americana UK International Song of the Year with this song. which I
Incredible.
won. And I won it like
That is
right.
incredible.
It was such. I mean, it was such a blessing, honestly. But I think the biggest blessing for me was that I wrote a song to quit because I didn't know what to do next. And in a way, you ever have those moments? I'm sure you guys have those moments where you're like talking to the universe, to your spirit or to God, and you're saying, just give me a damn sign, make it obvious, because I don't know.
Yeah.
That was this song for me, was just give me a sign, tell me if it's time.
Amen.
And,
Yeah.
So, I had my mother by my side, which was so great, 'cause she's 78 years old, and she sat next to Martin Freeman, who played The Hobbit during the award show, and she was like all like movie star giddy. So anyway, this is me and the Ghost of Charlemagne. So
Awesome.
on the western edge of Germany, where the emperor lived and died, the tower bells cut through the quiet, the early evening sky. They say his body's buried here. I could see the bones, but I've had enough of castles. They're just cold and made of stone. And I'm out here on my own, trying to keep this thing on track. Every day I quit this job, by night I take it back. And I've got a few more minutes in this tiny room off stage before it's me and the ghost of Charlemagne. Then I'll sneak out through the back after the after party starts. I'll be too tired after 2 sets to be safe near any bar, and all these surface conversations in a language not my own remind me how far away I am from any home. Although tonight out there I felt close to the flame, by morning I'll be hauling luggage through the rain. Though it's rental cars and chain motels, cafes with clever names, some nights it's me and the ghost of Charlemagne. We all want to leave behind a thing that says that we were here before we died. Something more than just a castle in the air. So we dare. I know the moment when the dreamer meets the dream and it's a lie. After years of climbing up, I see it's just the same damn sky, and the clouds that kings have pondered, yeah, they look a lot like mine. We dream because we know that we're running out of time. We're all carpenters, hammering nails, building arcs, chasing after whales, tilting at windmills, hunting a grail. Though it's little rhymes and relics, though my little rhymes and relics, may they live beyond my name, 'cause in the end they're all that will remain of me and the ghost of Charlemagne.
Oh my gosh, that like, I mean, I haven't heard you like play that live.
Thanks, guys.
That's such a great
That is a
tune.
gorgeous song.
Chills.
Thank you. Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys are
Worthy of the
Such a
accolades
pleasure.
it got. Yeah.
Oh,
This was
thank
fun. You too. This was fun.
So much fun. I hope we get to see each other in person soon.
Maybe we can play the green note together live in person.
That's a great idea.
I would love that. What a gorgeous show. It's been such an amazing Friday night. Seriously. A real pleasure. And also just so nice to hear the bits of conversation in between. Yeah, it's been wonderful. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have, and I can see everyone in the comments has as well.
This was a blast. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The comments have been going crazy tonight, actually. I don't know if have you had a chance to have a look lately? They're just the emojis.
I figured out how to get the comments up because I'm so not savvy. And I'm
They've
like,
been
that's how you do
scrolling
it,
here.
like
Hey,
30
Rob.
minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Angel, I don't get them either. I saw one and then everything kind of froze. So
yeah.
It's such a simple thing, I'm sure, but it just doesn't compute.
We'll take an online class together for this. How's that?
It's just nice to feel everyone together and that we're all enjoying. Yeah, it's been really lovely.
This has been so good for the soul amidst
Definitely.
What we're going through here in the States, and the world's going through the same darn thing. And we have this was such a great break, right, from our reality.
Right. And it feels like community. It's so nice to just be talking to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some Springsteen in there and Dylan.
Dylan. Towns. I mean, we kind of brought it, y'all. We brought the three.
On that note,
we did.
On that note, I do want to remind everyone that's tuned in tonight that the shows aren't ticketed, as Imi and Risa mentioned earlier. They are based on donations. So if you have been watching and you've enjoyed the show tonight, we would like to ask you to make a donation if you're able to via the PayPal link. We suggest an amount of £10, but whatever you're able to give would be very much appreciated. The link stays live for 7 days, so you can watch it in that time and still donate in that time. The donation is divided 4 ways. That's between these 3 wonderful artists that you've heard tonight and the running of these live shows. Right, before we go, I really would rather not, but I could stay talking to you guys all night. It's been really lovely. But I do want to ask what you're up to at the moment. Angel, I know you've got a new single out. Is that right? Where's the best place to go and find that?
I have 2 new singles out. Halo, I released that a couple months back. And then last Friday, I released a new song, Unsteady Ground. That's a little bit more of a upbeat sounding song. And then I'm going to be working on a new record that I hope to release in the spring. So
amazing.
Just working on it. We'll see what happens, right?
And is the best place to follow you on the socials, or like a Patreon or a Bandcamp or something?
I think Instagram and Facebook would be just the best places to follow me. Angelsnow.net, of course, is my website. And then I'll just keep you guys updated on future activities and touring, if that's ever going to be a thing ever again. But I love Amy's idea. You're going to be doing a virtual tour, right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic that you're planning on that.
Okay.
So, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So,
Angel, we'll look forward to hearing your record.
I look forward to hearing it too. So
I know how that goes.
Making music, we just got to keep.
Darn right. Yep.
What about yourself, Thom?
Yeah, I'm. I recorded a new album a year ago in October, and I thought, I thought we were going to release it this past June and follow it up with a European tour and some dates in the States. And of course, we know what happened. But so that album is sitting in the can, as they say, and trying to figure out what to do with it. Yeah, there'll be a new record. I'm doing a little bit of work for my publisher, Big Deal Music. I'm trying to write for other people and trying to write for TV and film as much as I can, trying to make a few bucks for the kiddos. So much the same, and dreaming about, getting back out on the road at some point. But yeah, Marigolds and Ghosts is the name of the album, and I'm hoping to put it out sometime in 2021.
Oh, look forward to hearing that.
Yeah.
And the best place to sort of stay up to date with your news would be your website?
Yes. Thom Chacon. Thom Chacon. Thom Chacon. Worst mistake I ever made in second grade. Spelling Tom with an H. THOM. Thom Chacon. .com. Yeah. And then from there, it's easy to click on whatever links are there to get you wherever you want to go. But thanks for asking.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what about yourself, Amy? You've got a new record in the pipeline for next year.
Yeah, I've got two actually. I'm bored. No, I have I recorded one in February before we were all locked down, and that's called There Used to Be Horses Here. And it's coming out on Proper Records on April 30th is the new release. So singles will start dropping.
Nice.
I think the title track is our first video, which is done. So we're going to do a single of that probably in December, and then one every month up to the release. And then just last week, actually, I went into the studio with, and I made that record with the band The Orphan Brigade, which is a trio of Nielsen Hubbard, Josh Britt, and Ben Glover.
They're great.
Yeah, and they're amazing, and that trio is really well known in the UK. And then I hired them as players for this follow-up project I did last week, which was songs that I wrote. I told you about these sort of gospel-y songs, and the record is called Tucson, and it's an EP, and so that'll be released in October on Proper. So two
Awesome.
projects, and I think I did that on purpose, in a way, because it was like, I'm always on the verge of quitting. That's just like, I'm always on the verge of like, I just shouldn't do this. This is a total, what am I doing? Who am I fooling? And so I kind of like throw a lot of projects up in front of me so that I can't quit, because I have to do these now. So, and I have a 2.5-year-old. So, and I'm teaching a lot, and I'm trying, my income dried up. So I basically am teaching to pay the mortgage and keep Huck in food, but it's been great.
Wow.
I've been doing virtual songwriting salons of people and helping them work on their own music while they're quarantined. So that's been really fulfilling for me.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's been such a lovely evening. Thank you all so much for playing for us and chatting. I guess I'll say goodbye for the last time. Angel Snow, I think you're muted, so I wanted to say bye. There you are. Oh, you.
Well,
We
have a pooch in the house.
That's all right. We don't mind pooches.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's just an honor to share the stage with these incredible artists, and I'm just humbled and excited to hear new music from them, and just all the people that have come to see us tonight. It just means the world. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much, and goodbye. Bye, Angel. Thank you, and good night to Thom Chacon.
Christina, thank you for hosting. Like Angel said, this has been super special. And to hear Amy and Angel sing those songs, it's like, wow, okay. Yeah, let's get to writing. It inspires you, when you hear these great tunes, and
oh, that's so great.
You wanna keep on keeping on. And to what Amy said, yeah, we're always on the verge of doing a big belly flop, but you just keep working, right? Keep working. So Christina, thank you. Emmy and Risa, it's met you guys so many years ago at the Maverick Festival, and I'm so thankful that we've stayed in touch and that you guys have invited me to do this tonight. So thank you, Green Note. And I like the idea of this triple bill in person in Camden. In Camden, we'll do it. But anyway, thank you again.
We can look forward to that. Thanks, Thom.
Okay.
Oh, it's been such a special evening.
Oh my goodness, it has. It really has been balm for the soul. So thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah. Great to hear their music. Great to just be able to play music for people who are listening, and especially in the company of one of my favorite venues in the whole world.
Oh, well, thank you, AMY SPEACE, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Amy. Oh, what a wonderful show. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you to Imi, thanks to Risa, and special thanks to Ali, who works behind the scenes doing the sound and cameras. We're here every Wednesday and Friday with wonderful new lineups every single show. Thank you, everyone, and good night.